Hello and welcome to my little gouache haul here. Well, I have bought the HIMI 112 jelly cup set because they now got the lid issue fixed from their palettes. I have eyeballed their 56 jelly cup set earlier but refrained from buying it because I have had this jelly cup set with the same lid construction as the 56 cup set, where you cannot clasp it, it doesn't stay closed, and it's super annoying. And this weekend I managed to clean up this palette and remove the remaining paint into my primary gouache palette. So I just knew that now where HIMI has fixed their lid issues, that now I feel secure enough to try out one of their big jelly cup sets. But it comes with this pamphlet here, which is a swatch card of all the colors that's inside. And guys, listen to this. Can you hear it? Great clasps. Latches on perfectly, all four sides, which means that it can stay moist longer because no air is coming in, because it's completely closed together. And here, this is how it looks. And now I'm creating a swatch card. Is it necessary? I feel it is. I like to see which colors are opaque, which ones are semi-opaque, and which ones are kind of coming down a little bit in stripes, like stripy. What I do is that I try not to add extra liquid to my paint so that it comes out as creamy as it is now in the container. And I opened up all the cups and took the time to stir out the paint because there was some binder separation on top of each paint. And you know what? Honestly, I think when you see people swatch on YouTube and they complain about most of these being transparent and not opaque, I think the error is that they don't mix up their paint before they start swatching. So the first dip they get into the pan is with too much binder on the brush, because they're picking up the excess binder that has been separated from storage from the factory until it lands on your table. I also feel that the consistency when I'm swatching this is so much different from my current sets. I got Arctic gouache, HIMI gouache, and then a brand that's Chinese called Adore. And I can feel that this is a different formula. It's kind of better. It's more opaque. It's more creamy. And it dries out so fast. The drying time is so fast on these. And I don't know if it's because they switched to a new formula since I last 2 years ago purchased my Arctics and HIMI palette. But I'm also thinking that, you know, my first palette, I got it in 2018. And since then, I have been expanding to a HIMI palette and then an Arctics palette. And I have re-wet them by putting in, spraying moisture on them when I'm working with it. And I think I have somehow unwillingly changed the formulation of the paint by adding in so much spray during the time, because they don't seem to dry as fast as these ones. They're brand new and they're less creamy than these brand new colors here. Oh my god, look at that palette. It's just eye candy for me. Look at that. That is just amazing. Well, you probably think, why do I need so many colors? I think it's difficult to put words on it without talking about painting styles. I really like intuitive paintings where you do a lot of mark making by intuitively just dip into pre-mixed pans. And this weekend I worked on this poster size here. It's a poster, so it's rather big. So as you can see, it's a fun play session where I dip into colors that kind of speaks to me. It's not like I sit down and then have it all planned out and are mixing up exactly the quantity that I need. So I feel that it's a very playful tool to have all the pre-mixed colors in front of me, so I don't need to sit and visualize that I could mix a pastel and then paint it next to this other mixed pastel. And the question is, how much should you need? Because it's very difficult for me to hit the exact same tone when I'm mixing with gouache, because there is a drying shift, and it's a little bit difficult to predict the exact drying shift. So making the complete same color when you run out of your mix is actually quite difficult. I know a lot of people might think that, well, it's because you're working with pre-mixed colors that you're not able to learn and get experience mixing. But I don't really think that that's an issue, because I think I got it, you know, under control. I've been playing with gouache for quite a while, and it seems to be two styles of painting. One when you are painting after a reference picture, where you can start with a limited palette because you know what you're going to need of color, so you can mix your way to the exact color that you want. And then the other style is where I'm looking at Tamara Laporte's, like her colorful owls, just as an example, where it's more like intuitive, like you see an orange color and then you feel, yes, that's gonna be on my painting today, and what color could be next to this orange, and this coral catches your eye and then you use that. I like to paint like that, you know, like what the eye wants to see on the paper is what I can grab. Don't you just love the ASMR of peeling off this tape right here? I really think that this swatch card is turning out so beautiful, and it's a wonderful tool. I can very easily see which ones are opaque, and I find that I got a lot of colors that are opaque, surprisingly a lot of them. Yeah, it's really fulfilling to see this tape getting ripped off, so I got a lot of footage doing this because it's so rare that I create such a huge swatch card. Gouache is the only product I have where a palette is this big. I don't have like a 112 watercolor palette. I swatched this out on mixed media paper, 110 GSM, so it's very sturdy. Got a slick, smooth, hot press surface. I think gouache likes to work on that kind of substrate. And then I use an alcohol marker to draw a black line behind, so I can better see the opacity of each cup. And then I use the skinny washi tape roll to create these space lines between my swatches. But I don't know if it's because this gouache is brand new. I think it was so delightful and creamy to swatch on. It dried surprisingly fast, and I don't feel that I got annoying swatches that looks streaky and uninteresting. I think every single color shines in this set, and maybe it's because it's brand new. I don't know. I just feel a big difference from my years old gouache palettes that I have wetted and reused, used so much, compared to this fresh gouache right here. So it's nice to know that if you feel a little bit unsatisfied with your current gouache, you find it a bit watery maybe, or too transparent, that it's not could not be the brand itself there's something wrong with. It's simply just got a changed formulation because we need to keep it wet, so we need to add water to it. Going forward, I think I will add glycerin drops to my spray bottles when I spray my gouache, because I think that the glycerin drops may help preserve the creaminess and opaqueness from, to have these pans stay as they are from the manufacturer. But thank you for watching this swatch session here. I love this swatch card. It's just eye candy to look at. It's like an art piece in itself. And oh boy, I cannot wait to just start using this wonderful palette. Look, so many nice colors. Looking flat and opaque. It's just stunning. What a great set. Thank you for watching. I wish you a nice day. Bye bye.